Okay, very good. All right, you can see almost gone, but still in the middle, you can still see a big green and some others. All right, yeah, we're going to still do it. It's not 5 minutes just yet, you know it, all right? And so your agitation, this agitation must be effective, all right? Gentle like this, it's not going to do anything. You can see how I do it, and this must be effective, and shaking the agitation must be vigorous. I see still 102 greens moving around, but that's pretty good, all right? While you're doing this, supposedly, your partner, or you have already done this already, all right? Simply take the wax paper off, peel off from the pale film. Don't spend a lot of time, all right? Don't spend a lot of time. So ready to cover it. All right, so now it's all done. Now, you're following your method. You have added 25 milliliter water. Are you going to add another 25? No. All right, so make sure you add water very gently. It's like what you said, enough water until 50.00 milliliter solution is obtained. So what you're going to do is you're going to add water slowly but surely, all right? It's a gentle process, so please do not rush it, because once when you add more than 50 milliliter, then you're in trouble. All right, very slow, but see, much slow, just drop by drop, 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 another drop. Beautiful. Now, meniscus, it's dead on your marker, all right? Stretch your pale film once, make a twist, and then stretch second time, make a second. And then you simply once, twice, and 3 times. Like the air bubble, agitate, all right? That's all. Because you can see this won't do anything. However, once when you add. All right, so about 3 times should be enough. If you don't think you have made a total solution, and then this 5 times should be plenty. All right, so now you have made your first solution, which is what we call the stock solution, 0.50 molar copper 2 sulfate. Now we have it.
Using this stock solution, 6 additional concentration solutions will be created. Your professor will assign different concentrations to different groups. However, all of you need to list out these concentration values on table 15B, which is on page 129. On comparing these concentrations to the stock solution concentration, we see that new concentration solutions are lower than the stock solution concentration. Thus, we will be using the dilution method, which is M1V1 equals M2 V2.
For this method, students commonly confused or making mistake is, oh, which one is 1, which one is 2? My question to all of you is, does it matter which one is 1, which one is 2? Of course, it doesn't. This equal sign tells you no, doesn't matter at all. They equal. However, what matters is the volume right after the concentration. All right, so that's all. So now you are asked to make a 50 milliliter of whatever the new concentration of this. So that's all. By using .50 stock solution. All right, so that's all you need to know. So since this is known, we're going to say, all right, that's 1. All right, so we're going to use, which one you want to use? Anyone, I don't care.
25.
25, all right, 0.25 mole, and we have a 50 milliliter, and 0.50. And then now remember, we said before, this big M, it's a moles over liter, and then here it's a milliliter. Do you all have to convert our moles over liter to moles over milliliters? Now, you see, before you do anything, you cancel out the unit already. See, that's the beauty of bring all the unit into every single calculation you are going to process, and then you can see how simple, how easy you can get. All right, and then, so now you know your end of a result should be in unit of a milliliter. If it's something else, you know you have made a boo-boo. All right, so that's it. And then very simple, easy. And so now, I always give them a little teach. Before you do any calculation, all right, look, you have a decimal 1, 2, decimal 1, 2. Move your decimal here. If you move your decimal on the bottom, don't you have to move on top? Yes. 50, 50, you cancel it out. Then you end with 25. That's it. Without even touching your keypad. And then everything is beautiful. All right? So, but however, if you are not comfortable dealing with this kind of a thing, and then do use your calculator. All right? So now you can see 10 milliliter, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and so on.
Using the concentration assigned to your group, you will do the calculations and the respective methodology on step 9, which is on page 128.
Graduate cylinder, remember, now you have to be very careful, right? So, gently. Can, beautiful. So that's 1 can. In. And then another can. Beautiful. And then, so now we have a 20. So now you need another 5, all right? So make sure you have it. Whoops, too much. No good. Ooh, super. Right there. All right, so now you have a 25. Beautiful. So now you have a 25. And then give a gentle stir. And then this is your first solution. Do not destroy your solution just yet. And then add water very carefully to reach that 50 milliliter marker, all right? So slowly but surely. Beautiful. That's it. All right. And simply just break wax paper, peel it, stretch one direction, and twist it, and then stretch a second time, twist it. Use your ones, twice, three times. Usually 3 times works just beautifully. However, if you don't think it's good enough for you, and then have it 2 more, and then 5. All right, so now you have it.
Following step 12, pour 10 ml of your assigned concentration solution in a test tube and compare with 10 ml of your stock solution which you have prepared from step 8. The different concentrations from different groups will be collected after labeling the tubes so that a spectrum of different colors and intensities will be generated on the same test tube rack. You will have to rank the solutions according to the color intensity, using number 1 for least intense and number 6 for most intense. Using a sheet of white paper as a background will simplify the process. The last part of this lab is an application where each group will be assigned an unknown solution. By comparing the unknown solution to the series of copper sulfate solutions lined up in this test tube rack, your group will determine the concentration of your unknown solution. The colors of all the tubes are blue, but there is difference in intensity.
And so now, from this point on, it's a group study, and you come in, and then you are going to place 1 between 0.10, 0.15, or 0.15, and 0.20, or so on, and so far, and so on, and so far. All right? And then decide which one it's your unknown.
Your exploration is now complete. Make sure before you leave class, you have filled all the observations in your lab manual.